Today, we're going to peek inside the female mind and discuss a few things that almost every girl finds to be highly appealing, but that she would never tell you about. Number 1. Take the aggressive route. So my best friend was telling me a story about this guy that she just met. She was super excited about hanging out with him. They texted back and forth, but he never asked her to hang out, which she thought was a super weak move, and then she lost complete interest. They were texting for at least 2 weeks. A lot of times, guys are afraid they're going to be too aggressive and think it's going to turn the girl off. It's the opposite. No matter what popular culture will have you believe, a man is never supposed to be submissive or weak. For example, here's something my friend shared while she was in the gym. She was working out, and this tall guy randomly yet confidently walked up to her and asked her if she wanted to hang out. My friend had a really hard time telling the tall guy that she had a boyfriend, and she said that was because the guy was so confident and because he came straight up to ask her out in the gym. For a girl, that's hot. Therefore, always choose the simpler, more forceful, more manly, and aggressive course of action. I believe I realized that I always needed to choose an aggressive course of action when I developed true confidence with girls. When you play it safe all the time, what you're really doing is engaging in a mind game with yourself, and are inevitably going to come to regret that choice. Maybe if I had made a move, it might have worked, but if you choose to be aggressive every time, it will succeed much more frequently than you anticipate. This is because girls will find that attractive. If, for example, I break up with my girlfriend today, I'd be walking at a dog park tomorrow afternoon, going for a stroll, and speaking to women. The point is, it doesn't matter if you're just going out to the dog park or the gym or your grandmama's house. You always want to make sure you're looking fresh and stylish because you never know who you're going to run into. Number 2. Be intimately creative. Nothing is worse than awkward or dull intimate encounters. I speak from my experience here. The likelihood of seeing someone again is reduced by, I believe, 78% after having awkward or boring intimate encounters with them in the bedroom. However, the truth of the matter is that it is entirely the man's responsibility to prevent this from happening. Girls do not like to feel manly in bed, thus they prefer that the man take charge. When I first started having intimate encounters, the biggest error I used to make was going into automatic default boring mode. In default robot mode, with a girl, I'd take off the girl's clothes. In my mind, I had already gone into this default boring robot mode because I was just thinking about the next steps to take. Take the clothes off? Check. Do some foreplay? Check. Plunge in and rush in because I don't know what else to do. I was just sort of rushing from step to step to step, and it was not as fun as I thought it would be. There was no chance the girl was having fun with it either. It's more of a psychological issue than an integrative physical issue for girls. She will be more engaged, and it will be better for both of you if you take your time and slow down to really savor the moment. So, if you've been having trouble with this, I'll give you my best piece of advice. With the foreplay, take your time. As you alternate between these actions, talk to her a little bit as well. This can be as simple as saying things like, "I want to play with you all night long," or "Let's get started here in the kitchen. And then we're going to move to the bedroom, and then we're going to move to the shower." Alternate between touching each other, kissing each other, and perhaps she goes down on you or you go down on her. Mix it up and spice it up. Even though she appears to be ready to begin, the fact that you are taking your time with her gives the impression that you are incredibly confident in your abilities. You appear professional as a result. A man who knows what he's doing. Number 3. Who says looks don't matter? There have been numerous body positivity and acceptance movements lately in social media and popular culture. Many individuals now say that what's on the inside is more important than what's on the outside. Just being yourself will make girls like you. Just be yourself and do what you want to do. I mean, it's all just BS. Obviously, I've seen dating coaches essentially saying the same thing. As long as you have a strong game, it doesn't really matter how you appear if you're a guy, because you'll still get girls. It would certainly make things easier if this were true, but it's simply not the case. It's not true at all. In my early 20s, I had no interest in my appearance. Because I play sports, I've always had a reasonably athletic build, but I've never done any weightlifting. The style didn't concern me. I used to actually cut my own hair, and as a result, girls paid me a lot less attention. I had to work much harder back then to get girls who weren't as attractive as I wanted. That said, guys, just because you don't like how your body looks right now doesn't mean you should give up or feel horrible about yourself. Motivate yourself with this to go to the gym and live a healthy lifestyle. Realizing that, in my opinion, is crucial. You must not make fun of those who are out of shape or feel self-conscious about their appearance. It's improper to mock people in general. Just concentrate on yourself. The key here is that you can radically alter the truth of how you appear if you concentrate on just a few easy things. People that are fit will admit that they just perfected their style if you look at photos of them from when they were not fit and ask them about it. They have invested a lot of time in their appearance, the items they use, and their wardrobe. I mean, if you saw the most average-looking girl walking by on the street, you might not think much of her. But if that same girl spent the next year in the gym, you know she built up her body, she started to wear nicely fitted clothes, she worked on her posture and has a leaner build, a glow on her skin, and the fact that she knows she's got the curves she can flaunt. So all of a sudden, she goes from a girl you didn't really notice to a girl that made you want to talk to her. So that whole year transformed her life as well as her attitude toward herself. She started seeing herself as a more confident and good-looking woman. That's exactly why looks matter, no matter what they say to appease some groups in society. The takeaway here in general is that it's better to be assertive and learn from your mistakes than to actually play it safe and stand on the sidelines, because doing so usually results in more hesitancy and a lack of progress. So guys, focus on yourself. It's not rocket science. Be true to your male nature. Be a passionate and patient lover. Be the best looking you can be. All of this gets you the confidence you need. These are the things girls want from guys, but are never able to tell them. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel.